Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the NECA Toys Cinemachines vehicle number 7, Predator's Lost Tribe ship. The Lost Tribe ship is recommended for ages 17 and up, indicated at the top of the box there. It does have a warning choking hazard. Spot's continued looks at the Cinemachines line, having already looked at the Narcissus from Alien. On the side of the box, so you've got Cinemachines Lost Tribe ship. On the back, the 3 vehicles available in this release was the Narcissus, the Scout ship, and Lost Tribe ship. A read-up for the Lost Tribe ship tells us that it's a type long-range customized transport ship modified for interstellar travel. Crew consists of 3 minimum, can accommodate up to 20. Defense, high-density layered shielding, front-mounted heavy blast plasma cannon with vertical pivot. Planet origin, unknown. Function used by the nomadi group of Yuja hunters known as the Lost Tribe as a means of transport and living quarters. Its size is 37.18 or 37.18 meters long by 19.59 meters wide. Its approximate weight, 239,841.502 kilograms. And max speed, light speed. Also indicates as well that it does include a display stand. To check out more from the folks over at NECA, make sure you head over to www.necaonline.com. Spot's going to take a break, get this opened up, and when we come back, we're getting a better look at the Cinemachines vehicle number 7, the Predator Lost Tribe ship. There's more heading away, guys. Don't go anywhere. Like with the previously looked at Alien Narcissus, the Lost Tribe ship actually does come with the same display stand as the Narcissus. Same setup, same adjustable top here that has the little swing, little peg here. There's a little peg hole on the underside of the ship. And you know, it's funny that this ship does feel heavier, even though it's smaller than the Narcissus. And I'll show you a comparison in a second. But there's a little peg hole in the underside. And try not through the process of, try not to have that untab. But we just want to take the little peg here and plug it on the underside of the ship. It does a good enough job of plugging into place. One thing though I did mention in the other review, and I'll mention it here as well, being that this is a clear peg post, be very careful when you plug it in and remove it, and plug it in and remove it, that if it does get a little on the tight side, be careful that the peg, being that it's clear in nature, doesn't actually break off. As for the ship itself, it's certainly a lot more colorful than the Narcissus, I should say. The Lost Tribe ship actually looks really cool, even though we don't really see a lot of it. I think we more so see it kind of really from the back portion, from memory serves, and then the pod flies out. It does again have a little bit more weight to it. Reaching off camera to the Narcissus, it is smaller, but again, it almost feels like it's metal, even though I'm assuming there is no metal components to it. But it does almost feel like it's die-cast metal. But there's the size comparison between that and the Alien Narcissus. It's about, give or take, the same length. Obviously, greatly smaller from a width standpoint. Coloring is much more neutral as well on this ship rather than this one, which is now giving us, it looks like gunmetal, like a gunmetal gray, but a little bit more darker in nature. But what throws you off and throws your eye off is that they've washed it with this coppery orange color. So it gives almost, when you hold it up to the light, it gives you almost the indication that it's more orange than it is gray. It's a neat effect that they would have gone that route. Of course, more of the copper color becomes more predominant as it gets to the back section of the ship, where you've got The back thrusters here painted not in the blue that the Narcissus had, but more in a white. The little back section there is also painted in a much more bright orange than the rest of the ship. It's not a symmetrical ship by any stretch of the imagination. Well, for the most part, it is kind of like right here. But as it gets further to the back, it does definitely veer off course for being symmetrical. It's not the exact on both sides. The longer side on this portion here seems to have all these little fans or turbines of some sort, whereas this side's a little bit more shorter. It's also decked out in all these little spikes, which I think really adds to the just the veracity of the alien species. Not alien species, not the xenomorphs, but more the Yujas or Yujas. There's the front portion of it. It kind of also looks to me like a cockroach. I don't know if that's what they originally had intended for this design of ship, but it bears some resemblance to a cockroach, at least like the front portion, where I can imagine this being the head and little, little mandible areas of the bug's face. The back portion doesn't really read as much that, but from the front it does have a very insect look to it. I think by the virtue of giving them stands, that's the best route to go. Still a little iffy on using clear post pegs, in my own personal opinion, but it shows better by having these floating, I think, rather than just having them, just flat on a shelf. Flat on a shelf is okay, but I mean, obviously the real money is by plugging the base in, and you can actually have these things in a flight display. And that's actually how Spot's got all of his Cinemachines. The ones at least that had the stands, I've got them kind of all out, sort of like this. When we had a look at the Narcissus, here, I had mentioned, let me know down below, what other vehicles would you like to see NECA do for the Cinemachines line? And I guess by calling it the Cinemachines, the Cinema Machines, things like a Red Dwarf I mentioned in the previous review, probably I guess doesn't fall into that category, but certainly like the Colonial Marines giant flagship, and then like the Event Horizon, I think are really two cool options that they could go with for future releases. Maybe even like, and this is a real throwback. Well, I guess not really, because the Alien is a really old movie. What about like the last Starfighters? Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool as well. But let me know down below, what other Cinemachines would you like to see NECA release for maybe future waves? Today's collectible spot, we were continuing our looks at the Cinemachines from NECA Toys. This was Cinemachines number 7. This was the Predator Lost Tribe ship. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way, as well as other videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.